The movie begins with the tragic death of King T'Challa, who was king of Wakanda and the Black Panther. Despite many attempts of his genius of a sister to restore his life, he still died in the end. Later on, a big traditional death occasion was held in Wakanda in honor of the late King T'Challa. On the other side of the world, there had been several attempts by the world powers to steal Wakanda's vibranium for the building of their military might, without the concern of Wakanda, until they had to summon Queen Ramonda of Wakanda to the UN Assembly. The meeting wasn't held in peace, because the Queen revealed the evil scheme of the European leaders, as they always attempt to steal Wakanda's vibranium at a military base in the Atlantic Ocean, where they were trying to get a vibranium detector from underwater. They were attacked by blue human-like aliens who killed them all without showing mercy. Now the queen had returned home. One evening, the Queen Ramonda and her daughter Shuri went for a stroll at the banks of the sea. After a while, there came a human being with wings on his feet out of the water, covered with vibranium jewels, who came to meet them. His name was Kul Khan. The queen and her daughter were frightened because he had broken all the Wakandan surveillance and traveled underwater. But he asked them to go and find the scientist who built the vibranium detector in America and present her to him. After having a meeting at their Wakandan council about Kul Khan's coming and his demand from them, they went on to find the scientist. There in America, Princess Shuri went with the chief female Wakandan soldier Okoye. When they spotted the scientist, they were shocked because it was just a little teenage from a high school who built the detector for her science project. She hesitated at first to go with them until the American police were on the hunt for them all. While being on the hunt from the police, they all armed themselves against the police and ran away on the streets. After a long battle between the police and them, they defeated the security men, and they all came to the bridge. While preparing to go home, their blue human-like aliens appeared again from water to seize the scientist. These people were sent by Kul Khan. Okoye the warrior tried to fight against them, but she was unable. Thus they took the princess and the scientist to their home under the ocean. When Okoye got back home, she was punished and even stripped off her title as general of the Wakandan soldier. After this scene happened, Queen Ramonda sought to look for help elsewhere to go and save her daughter underwater. So she went to Haiti to look for T'Challa's wife Nakia, who was now a primary school teacher there in Haiti. Having convinced her, they went to Mexico immediately to a local village there to inquire about Kul Khan. This society had given a report about the winged feet man out of water. So there she met an old woman who hesitated to talk about it. But in the end, she revealed to them all about the man. On the other hand, under the ocean, the scientist was really terrified about her presence there. But she was calmed down by Shuri. Shuri later on went to Kul Khan, where they discussed and he explained to her all about his life even before his birth, and the reason he was wanted to carry out his plan against the world. And he also showed her all of his home underwater called. His main aim was to kill the scientist and join allies with Wakanda to fight against the world. But on persuading Shuri under several occasions, she still refused. So on land, Queen sent T'Challa's wife to retrieve Shuri underwater. While this was happening, the Queen summoned Namor on land to distract him, so that they could retrieve them safely. So when this happened, Nakia went to retrieve them and killed one of Namor's daughter, while Namor was on land. When he came back and found out, he immediately waged war against Wakanda. The war between Wakanda and Talokan broke on Wakandan soil, making many people to be surprised. M'Baku the war leader eagerly wanted to beat the fishman Namor, but unfortunately was defeated. The fight continued that Namor even killed Shuri's mother Ramonda. Namor promised to be back 1 week later. This caused Wakanda and Shuri great pain, so they devised strategies to kill him and make a new Black Panther. So they took a way to recreate the plant that gives the Black Panther power, and eventually they made it scientifically. After intense work at a lab to find a way to recreate the Black Panther and mobilize their army, Eventually they achieve their goal in joy. Princess Shuri then took the Black Panther's herb. Going into the ancestral land, she saw Killmonger, who pressurized her to kill Namor at all cost. So at that point in time, she was filled with rage to kill. So she became the Panther as Strong Rock. After revealing to all of Wakanda she was the new Black Panther, they all decided to summon a fight against Kul Vulcan at the oceans. In order not to cause casualties in their land, Shuri was only filled with rage to kill Namor. So when they came together to fight, the battle was so brutal that she succeeded to neutralize their forces. Taking Namor alone on land to fight, she tried to kill him. But after realizing that killing was not the best idea by her mother, she and Kululkan then resolved to solve the matter peacefully and promising to help each other. Then they all returned home. Nakia too returned to Haiti, and to the greatest surprise of all, she showed Shuri a son born by the late King T'Challa, which creates another wide gap of wonder for the whole